Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode. First of all, again, another apology for not posting that much for the past few days actually. This is actually the second episode of 2024. And I thought I was gonna upload more frequently, but again, it's just kind of not working out with my schedule. I want to try to be better, but at the same time, it's really, really hard if I'm being honest. But if you guys understand, I love you guys. If you guys totally understand where I'm coming from, but at least there's an episode out today, right? The 5th of January. And of course, this is probably the biggest episode yet. We were playing against Liverpool in the final of the Carabao Cup, potentially securing our first. Not really the first, isn't it? I mean, the first trophy. You guys can say that. I mean, yeah, the last time we won a trophy was season 1, actually, was it? We got promoted instantly. That was the first. I think that was the first trophy we've gotten. And then after that, we have been not getting any trophy. We have not been quite good. Not the best, certainly. But right now, the fact that we are in the Carabao Cup Final, why not just kind of rest everybody for the Everton's game and try to win the competition? And the first domestic trophy in the club history, the first ever Carabao Cup or first domestic trophy that the club is going to win. I haven't done my research yet. I'm not sure if they have ever won a domestic trophy before. But if not, this might be, or this episode, you guys will find out whether if we are going to be, if we have won the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we do, because I've been bringing this team from season 1 to season 4. Certainly a lot of transformation during the whole process. It's not easy if I'm being honest, but right now here we are, pretty much in the final. That's the thing. I mean, we lost to Everton. I'm not very keen on that result. I mean, I'm not very. How do you say? I'm not very. I don't care about that result that much compared to this one, because all we have to focus on is the final against Liverpool. I know it's going to be a tough one. So far, we play against them twice. It was a good result, even though both of them we lost 4-3 respectively. But you guys know if we can somehow score 3 goals past Liverpool, anything can happen. Of course, those 2 games have been a very, very close game as well. So coming to this game, it's pretty much do or die. That kind of a video, that kind of game. So we just have to go ahead and go to the Wembley. I think, of course, it's a big honor for the club to go to the Wembley and play a final in the domestic trophy. So Liverpool is going to be a tough opponent, but we just have to try our best to do so. But guess what? Even though we try for the first 14 minutes, we are bound to concede the first goal. Our defense, the left side of the defense, just kind of open up very easily, allowing for Verdi to score the first goal for Liverpool. And later on, just really defensive mistake at the back there, and brilliancy from Liverpool has opened up the score. Literally another goal. 6 minutes after the kickoff or conceding the first goal, Gakpo had got himself into the game. 2-0 to Liverpool, and we still have quite a long way to go. We had our first chance right there, but Miley just couldn't really pull the trigger inside of the box. 43 minutes right before the halftime. All I'm asking for is not to concede another goal before the first half. And guess what? Sometimes the game just kind of give you a little bit of a unfortunate event. It was a good block initially. It just went back to the Liverpool player. And Gordon Kelly has made the score 3-0. And here comes Paul Werner trying his luck with his right foot, I believe so. But that was a horrible take. I'm not going to lie. That was probably the worst I've seen from him. And right now, I know we're not going to win this game. Why not just trying to score a goal? And Samuel Hayes came on. It was a big chance for him to score in the final. He couldn't do that, certainly, because he's still young, inexperienced in a lot of situations. Later on the other side, 4 minutes right after the big miss as well, Gakpo have extended the lead to 4-0, and it was just poor. 89 minutes, let's try to get a goal. That's all we want for it. Here comes Arthur Bruce running down the right-hand side. Took a bit of an extra touch right there. And good save by Allison, and we lost 4-0. I mean, to be honest, it could have been worse. It could have been 6-7 or 8-0. based on how the game went. But the fact that we have a few chances of our own, couldn't really take any of them, unfortunately. And ended up we just lost in Slobosly for some reason. It's the captain for the squad instead of Allison, and he will be lifting the trophy for Liverpool in 2027. Carabao Cup winner belongs to Liverpool, but hey, at least we are the finalists. Even though it's not even though we kind of went out of the competition in a very poor fashion, losing 4-0. I mean, if we somehow score a goal or two, I would not be that fussed about the result. But the fact that we're in the final, I'll take that in a way. I know we're not going to get a lot of money out of it, but nobody would have predicted us being in the final, right? Nobody would have predicted that. First season in Premier League, playing against some of the big boys as well on the way. Well, not quite of big boys. I thought we had a pretty easy draw throughout the whole Carabao Cup campaign. We're drawn against Preston, Huddersfield, Southampton, and then did we draw against Spurs? Not quite sure if we did, but certainly the semi-final against Nottingham Forest, that kind of settled the debate in terms of getting a very easy draw. And somehow, in the FA Cup right here, away, we are playing against Huddersfield Town. Of course, this is pretty much the game where I just kind of put out all the youngsters out there, but of course without any consequences. 20 minutes in, Simpson has scored the first goal for Huddersfield Town, and later on, Chris Humphreys have scored, I think his second goal for the club. I believe he scored earlier this season. I'm not 100% sure. If not, it could be his first goal of the season. The big giant, the big Welsh giant have scored a pretty good goal. In 61 minutes in, here comes Samuel Hayes, finding somebody in the middle, and right there, Jack Hyde gets the ball in the middle, smash that one to the top of the roof, extending the lead or taking the lead once again, 2-1. Here comes Huddersfield Town, and just a quick attack from them. It was another disaster at the back. Tommy Andrews has given up a penalty in the box, literally with 15 more minutes to go. I have to look at the replay. It's just, the more you look at it, the more how ridiculous EA can be with the penalty shout. It's just the softest of the penalty. And barely Tommy Andrews didn't even touch the player. And then allowing Huddersfield Town to get an equalizer right 15 minutes before the end of the game. It was just poor in general. 97 minutes in, here comes High on the right-hand side. We're in extra time right now. Of course, it is very unfortunate. 8 minutes after the first half of the extra time, we conceded a last-minute goal. Can this somehow turn out to be haunting us? We're not sure. But 111 minutes in, putting Arthur Bruce at the corner of the pitch there, feeds the ball to him. Look at his brilliancy. He keeps on going, coming off the bench full of energy. And guess what? He has equalized the game for us, make it 3-3 with 8 more minutes to go. I feel like this game is alive, even though it's not the most exciting fixtures. But somehow we're just doing it. We're killing it last minute here. Samuel Hayes on the right side, chops in the middle, finding Arthur Bruce. Good block. Lewis Miley is right there at the right time. The ball just kind of ricocheted everywhere. It is just a bummer. There's no last minute animation display here, but literally the last kick of the game, we have found a winner against Huddersfield Town. I mean, where has this level dropped off to the point from last minute winner against Man City to a last minute winner against Huddersfield Town? And we won. We have advanced to the next stage. 4-3 was the final score. Honestly, I am very happy with the result. Well, actually, the funny thing is we beat Man City last time 2-1 in the FA Cup of the round 4. And right now we beat Huddersfield Town. So certainly a big level drop off in terms of the opponents that we played. But at the same time, you just can't really undermine how good teams can be when they reach to a latter stage of the competition. So going back to the Premier League, I think we have been pretty much winless for the past few games. And it's not good. I mean, despite how big of a domestic hype that I have been on the Carabao Cup and also FA Cup, I think it's time to switch our attention just a little bit back to the league. Because again, I still want to do well in the league to the point where we don't get relegated. I'm sure the possibility of getting relegated getting slimmer and slimmer every match day. I feel like we're good enough to not be relegated. The fact that we won 6 games in a row, but then again, we just need to kind of get out of this cold slump in the league right now. 53 minutes in, here comes Sheffield United, getting a score right there. 54 minutes, they have scored a go-ahead goal, leading the game 2-1. Not the type of game I'm looking forward to, if I'm being honest. And right here comes Lennon Miller scoring the equalizer with 15 more minutes to go. We got to break through this cold spell. We just got to win a game. We just need to win a game. And here comes Sheffield United on the left side. Pretty much last minute here. Smash this one behind the goal. Make the game 3-2. And I'm just kind of getting upset right now to the point where I'm just not winning any games. And this is the killer right here. Alex Scott. Rumors have it going around that he might be signing for Stevenage, but instead we actually went for a much cheaper option. Babic, the striker instead. And guess what? Alex Scott have scored 2 goals for Sheffield United. Maybe I should have probably put in a little bit more effort into signing him. And of course, that free kick was a killer. That free kick was pretty much the end of the game. And right now, what's even worse is we're playing against Spurs. But you know what? I have a good feeling about this game because we beat Spurs in our first ever win in the Premier League. And right now we're playing against Spurs. And Babic, Elvie Babic, our newly signed striker, have scored the opener against Spurs. A very good finish, good movement as well. 42nd minutes in, here comes Spurs, here comes Pape Sarr, and he have scored an equalizer 3 minutes before the halftime. Again, not very ideal when it comes to this kind of situation. We're having a pretty good game, and here comes Elijah Spencer on the left-hand side. A very clever pass by Babic. Arthur Bruce was right there in the middle and converts that one into a goal. 2-1, and we are taking 2-1 lead. Hopefully Spurs hand us a win in a very long time in the league for a while, keeping their Spurs seat going. 60th minutes, here comes Babic from a tight angle from all the surrounding around him. He have scored the second goal for today's game. 3-1, and it feels like we are getting ourselves a win. It feels like that way, isn't it? 73 minutes in, here comes Spurs, just poor defense, couldn't get the ball away, and somehow Brandon Johnson was right there at the right time. The ball just kind of pokes it through everybody. It lands it right in front of him. Converts that one in. But you know what? If I'm able to just keep the possession for the last 15 minutes, I would do that. Because, again, grabbing our win. First win in the league for a while. I don't remember the last time we won a league game. But certainly it was a very good one. Right now, 10 wins, 4 draws. 13 losses in the league with 11 more games to go. I think we're still relatively close to the relegation battle. Only 7 points away from the 17th, but if we somehow, win another, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 games, then we will be safe. I mean, we're still a very long way to go. All I'm just asking for is to not get relegated. Pretty much that's what I'm asking for. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.